everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Delaney. If it's the first time clicking on my video, welcome back return viewers as always. So today I wanted to talk about every game I played in the new year. This will be my first play lately for the year and I am just excited. I actually kind of got around to playing a bunch of different types of games, a lot of variety. Some games that are like ones that I just decided to pick back up again after a long spout of time. Others are like new and others are on mobile. So yeah, let's get started. First game is Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. This is actually the newest installment in the Prince of Persia series after it's been like a few years. I actually never got to play any of the originals. I was gifted this a free code from Ubisoft, which was pretty awesome actually and so unexpected. It's such a fun game. I actually did stream this the first few hours of gameplay. If you want to check it out, I have a live stream. I'll try to put it in the card. Played it on my own before I did my stream of it. I instantly was just like so drawn to like story, the art, and the characters, and I love that it's voice acted. The story is about Sargon, and he is part of this elite group of guards called the Immortals that protect the kingdom. The prince is kidnapped and taken away. Sargon finds himself in this lost kingdom called Mount Koth, where he is trying to find the lost prince. And so this game plays out as a Metrovania, which is more so like you get to go through different levels. There's different types of levels to go through, and it's a lot of platforming. I say it's similar to like Hollow Knight is another like Metroidvania. It's a lot of like backtracking, going to different areas. You need to have unique abilities to be able to get through them. It takes a lot of patience, I will say. But I did have a lot of fun playing Prince of Persia. I'm not complete with it yet. The storyline and just like all the characters you get to meet, it is so interesting. There is some side quests that you are able to complete, which I feel like adds more into like the story as a whole and gives you more insight into what's happening here. This kingdom is like lost in time, so there's some inhabitants that have been there for way longer than they expected. Trying not to spoil it, but I really do love the premise and I love the style they decided to go with this game, and like the 2D side scrolling style. It is a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. There's also a lot of accessibility things that you can add to help with the gameplay if you're not really into like the hardcore battles or trying to get through certain areas. Like there's some little accessibility options that will also help. Next on my list is Love and Deepspace. Love and Deepspace actually released like in the middle of January, and I saw like a lot of different types of clips. I actually had not heard about this release. It kind of snuck up on me. I haven't played any mobile Otome games. I think the most popular for me that I've heard about is Mystic Messenger. This actually would be my first like Otome game that I play on my phone, and it did not disappoint. I do also have a gameplay video if you want to check it out, but I was just amazed at the graphics. Usually when you see a game being advertised, especially a game like this, it shows you a lot of like really nice graphics and scenery and things like that, and then you actually download the game and the gameplay is nothing like that, and you probably don't even get any of the 3D elements that it was showing you in the gameplay. But I was actually pleasantly surprised to see that it wasn't in fact clickbait and actually is at face value everything you get in the game. So Love and Deepspace is set in a sci-fi world. You get to choose from 3 different bachelors, and they all have different storylines and different personalities. Like one's a doctor, one's like an artist, another one is kind of mysterious. He has like a mysterious past. They all have some type of power. So you play as a hunter, which I really love that you're able to customize your character. You can change skin tones. Not much else after mostly changing skin tones and makeup, but I do love that you are able to have brown skin in this game because there's not a lot of Otome games where you can customize that. It's a lot of fun. I really love the story so far. So basically you play as a hunter who has like a mysterious past with what these creatures called protocors that kind of come out of thin air, like these like little pockets of dimensions, and something connected to the deep space is a little mysterious, and you get to go on different quests with each of the 3 bachelors. There's also some fighting involved. So what I think is kind of cool is though it has like that story with the Otome, traditional Otome vibes of choosing routes and whatnot, there are quests where you do have to do like some battling. So your main character gets a weapon depending on who she's fighting with. Usually the main one that I've seen so far has been a gun, so you get to play with like a space gun, and I find it very enjoyable and a nice change up to the Otome genre, honestly. And it just adds a little bit more action and adventure to it as well. So so I think that's pretty cool. Next game on my list is Eastward. Eastward released about 2 years ago now, and it features John and Sam. John and Sam are from this underground dystopian land, and they end up traveling skyward to the above ground world where they go on adventures and are trying to defeat this entity called Miasma and just meet a lot of different characters along the way. I have been wanting to play Eastward for a long time, but I did also put a little bit more pep in my step with playing Eastward, mostly because there's a DLC releasing that actually released in January as well, and that was Eastward Octopia. And this is like a separate alternate universe with featuring John and Sam, where you're farming and also taking on different quests that features a lot of the different characters from Eastward. And I really enjoyed both games actually. I would say that Eastward, a lot more combat that can be a little bit difficult. It has some puzzling elements where you get to control Sam and John as they navigate different areas. I have gotten like a little bit frustrated with some of the battles so far though. I do love the story and all the characters, and it's just like such a funny and wacky game, even though it's set in such like a dark and bleak dystopian type future. Like it's really like so wholesome. Like Sam and John's relationship is just so great. It's like adopted father-daughter kind of vibes. I really love it so much. And the next game on my list is Super Mario Wonder. I finally got the chance to try out Super Mario Wonder. I actually borrowed one of my sister's copy when I was home visiting. It's so much fun. Like I realized that it was so bad at platformers. I will say that Super Mario Wonder is exactly like how the title suggests. Like it's wonderful. It's a delightful game. I love how colorful it is, and it's awesome. You get to choose a character outside of Mario and Luigi. You get to play as Princess Peach for once. I was having such a ball playing as Princess Peach. I find the flowers talking to you as you complete the different levels was just so delightful. Like it is so fun to have the flowers give you motivational talks or have like little witty banter remarks as you're going along the different levels and finding new things to interact with, and doing the Wonder Seed challenges where it kind of like makes everything all crazy and whimsical and out of control. It's just so fun, and to see the Mario franchise like go outside of the box from what it usually has done and try to change it up a bit. I really love that they just gave it a new like revamp of the Mario platforming franchise, and it's awesome, and I just loved it so much. The next game on my list is Thirsty Suitors, and I've actually been live streaming this, and I love the story. I actually did start this on my own time. It is available on Xbox Game Pass, and I have heard about Thirsty Suitors released sometime last year, and I did hear little bits and pieces about it, but I actually have not been hearing a lot of talk about it. I will say it is awesome. It is amazing. I love the diversity in Thirsty Suitors. It features Jala, who is returning back to her hometown, trying to reconcile with her parents who are a little bit demanding, and finding out about her sister's impending wedding, as some very, very thirsty suitors are very salty exes that she has left on bad terms. It's a mixture of like skateboarding simulator, cooking sim, life sim, all of these things. You get to reconcile your differences with your exes through very intricate turn-based battles, very fun turn-based battles actually, and they're also very well thought out. I love the references to the Indian culture, the dishes, ceremonies that they're doing for the wedding, like things like that. It's just a lot of fun to see so much diversity in a game, and it's so fun to play out, and I highly recommend it. Such a silly game, but it has so much heart to it. Last on my list, Stardew Valley. I have a love-hate relationship with Stardew Valley. I know, of course, everyone sings praises about Stardew Valley. I've been trying to find the spark with Stardew Valley for so long since I picked it up on Switch. Every time I start, I can never make it past summer, or either I make it to summer but kind of to the middle of summer. Playing it as one of my first farming sims, it was a little bit difficult for me to get into just because I did not know what I was doing, and it doesn't really tell you what to do, so it kind of made it a little bit hard for me to get into. And I will say that the controls on the Switch are a little bit kind of weird with trying to navigate, but you have to get used to them to like be able to appreciate it more. It works better on PC with the controls. Yeah, Stardew Valley, it's finally clicked for me, and I am in fall, and I'm actually kind of happy with how far I've gotten. I've really been into doing the dungeon crawling. I've been really into trying to get to the bottom of the mines, and I find doing the mines to be adrenaline rushing. It's like you don't know what you're gonna get when you go into the mines, and there's always something new to find or some new monster or creature. It does give me a slight bit of anxiety going into into the dungeon, but I do find it so rewarding when I'm able to make it out without passing out. I'm having a pretty good time with it actually. So Stardew Valleys finally clicked for me and I'm kind of happy. So anyway, those are all the games that I've been playing lately since the new year, and let me know down below, what games have you been picking up? What have you been playing lately? Let me know down in the comments. I always love to hear from you guys. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching as always. I'll see you guys in the next video and have a wonderful day. Bye.